in the shadow of the oak, where the wagon wheels roll. I left my heart in the dust with stories untold. The sun burned down on that old gravel road where your laughter echoed in the days of old. Wagon wheel echoes spinning round my mind, lost tales of love in the creases of time. The wind whispers softly through the empty plains, bringing tears mixed with the soft summer rains. Now the porch swings empty where we used to sit, and the sunset bleeds like my heart, bit by bit. Those trails we walk, now overgrown and wide, without your hand in mine, strolling side by side. Wagon wheel echoes spinning round my mind, lost tales of love in the creases of time. The wind whispers softly through the empty plains, bringing tears mixed with the soft summer rain. Scarf so blue, dancing with the ghost of you, as if you knew each star a memory, each breeze a sigh. This cowboy heart can't let go no matter how I try. Wagon wheel echoes in the silence of the night, each turn a reminder of you in the fading light. Here I wander beneath the vast endless skies, where love lost still lives and never dies.
Where the oak tree marks our names, the wind burns, cuts deep like wildfire flames. Here in the whisper of the tall grass beds, your laughter echoes where the horizon ends. We carved our dreams in that old porch wood under stars, believing everything could. Wind burns like the tears we never cried, lost words in the gust of prairie nights. My heart's wrapped tight in a dusty scarf's hold, in the saddle of sorrow through the land so cold. Wind burns and the memories just whirl, scattered like leaves in a long, lonesome swirl. Once the cabin smiled with candlelight, now shadows curl in the corners of night. The gravel roads where we used to roam now lead my to roam alone. Rain taps softly on window pane glass in the rhythms of a time that's past. Wind burns like the tears we never cried. Lost words in the gust of prairie nights. My heart's wrapped tight in a dusty scarf's hole in the saddle of sorrow through the land so cold. Wind burns and the memories just whirl, scattered like leaves in a long, lonesome swirl. So I whisper to the setting sun, forgive all the things we left undone in the twilight. Every shadow, no, we're just prisoners of the winds that blow. Wind burns the trails and I've yet to find fading tracks of the dreams left behind. But in the silence, there's a song that yearns for one more dance where the wind still burns. Yes, in the silence, there's a song that yearns for one last dance where the wind still burns. Where the oak tree shadows lay long, and near the creek where we carved our names that June, the old porch creaks with the weight of songs unsung, as the twilight holds whispers of you in the monsoon. Silence remembers the echoes of your laugh under starlit skies that now just gaze on my behalf. Each breeze is a touch lost in the folds of time. Silence remembers, oh, and so does this heart of mine. The cabin stands empty where your scarf caught the wind. On a rusty nail it's still dancing, threadbare and thin. The trail we walk now overgrown where no footsteps tread. Everything's changed, the dreams we dream now dead. Silence remembers the echoes of your laugh under starlit skies that now just gaze on my behalf. Each breeze is a touch lost in the folds of time. Silence remembers, oh, and so does this heart of mine. By the fading light on this graveled road I roam, each sunset a reminder this world
chest. Silence remembers, and it's the keeper of my soul. In the quiet your memory plays the sweetest role. And as the dust settles with the setting sun, I know silence remembers what I've never truly won. Silence remembers, oh, silence remembers.
Down by the river where the willows weep, she carved our names in the bark so deep. Underneath that old oak tree, her laughter rang wild and free. The dusty trails knew our wandering souls in the town where the church bell tolls. We danced through nights under starry lights, her voice in the wind holding me tight. But now the porch swings alone, the door softly moans, her scarf caught on the fence, faded and worn. And every sunset that bleeds into night whispers her name, her voice held tight. Years roll like a lonesome freight through empty cabins and hearts that wait. Where once her boots by the doorway stood, now just echoes in a silent wood. The gravel roads they all remember, her smile in the fire's dying ember. But time it took what I held dear, left me with shadows when I reach disappear. Now the porch swings alone, the door softly moans, her scarf caught on the fence, weathered and torn. And every sunset that bleeds into night cries out her name, her voice held tight. Unyielding skies, I see her eyes and the stars that rise. And though I roam through this endless plight, her soul's a lantern in my night. Still the porch swings alone, the door softly moans, her scarf caught on the fence, threads bare and shorn. As the twilight concedes to the night, I hold her close, her voice held tight. In the quiet whispers of the night, forever her voice, forever held tight. Out where the oak tree meets the wide whispering wind, I found your scarf, a ghost on the branches worn thin. Remember the porch where we danced under starlit skies,
Now it creaks alone, serenaded by my weary sighs. Oh, fading light left behind, how it bleeds through the night. In the dusty trails where we once walked, now out of sight. Each sunset burns like the love that I've known now decline. In the fading light, in the shadows, you're still intertwined. Gravel roads where we roamed now lay quiet and spare. Old cabins whisper tales in the chill of thin air. Though the saddle where you sat now hangs untouched and old, like the secrets we shared, now just memories grown cold. Oh, fading light left behind, how it yearns through the night. Echoes of laughter that drift over fields out of sight. Each sunset's glow is a reminder of a past confined. In the fading light, in the whispers, you're still intertwined. By the riverside where the willows weep, I see your face in the waters deep. With every raindrop that the clouds provide, I feel you here by my lonely side. Oh, fading light left behind, how it fades into night. A cowboy's heart rides the shadows, chasing the light. In the twilight's embrace, where our memories are enshrined. In the fading light, forever, you're still intertwined. Through the fading light, my love, you're still intertwined. This tune carries the echoes of a heart that loved as wildly as the lands it roamed, holding on to the past with both hands, even as it slips like sand through the fingers. In the shadow of a gnarled oak tree, where our names were carved in worn wild wood, the campfire's glow kissed your face so sweet. On that hushed night where we both silently stood, your scarf had danced like a flame in the breeze, while the laughter of old echoed under the moon spill. In the heart of the Rockies, just you and me, where for one fleeting moment the world stood still. Oh, the campfire stood still, but the years pushed on through, with your whisper in the wind and your scent in the dew. As the embers glow fades into dawn's early light, I'm holding on a ghost in the cold of the night. Now the oak tree's grown over, the name's barely seen. That old porch we dreamt on is lost to the weeds. The trail to our cabin, once clear and serene, is a memory's path, choked out by the seeds. I wander these towns where the dust never settles, from saloons to the stables where our stories were penned. Yet in each lonesome sunset, in the twilight's soft metals, I find the bitter taste of what could have been. Yes, the campfire stood still, but the years rolled like waves, with your laughter just a whisper past the old gravel graves. the stars claim the sky and the night seals our fate. I'm lost in the shadows that we used to create. And I question the stars, do they weep for the night? Or do they find peace in this haunting twilight? My heart knows the answers, I roam this vast land. You're the missing piece of a soul, barely standing. So the campfire stands still, and I kneel by its side, with the ghosts of your kisses where my regrets reside. As the flame flickers out and the cold whispers surrender, in the ashes I trace forever and ever. In the ash forever and ever, in the cold quiet dust where the campfire stood still and still stands for us.
Out by the ridge where the old oak weeps, your scarf still dances on a breeze so sweet. We carved our names under stars so deep, where the lonely fire sleeps. Oh, my heart rides the winds of those silent plains, where the whispers echo with your name. Under the moonlight, my regrets I keep beside the ashes where the lonely fire sleeps. The porch still creaks from our last goodbye. The saddle's dusty, no more rides. Gravel roads stretch neath endless skies. Memories fade where old love lies. Oh, my heart rides the winds of those silent plains, where the whispers echo with your name. Under the moonlight, my regrets I keep beside the ashes where the lonely fire sleeps. Rain washes old trails, but not the pain. Dust settles, but your scent remains. In every sunset, your shadow creeps through empty cabins where my sorrow seeps. So I'll sing to the stars about a love that was deep, in a town too small for secrets to keep. Forever wandering, a soul that never sleeps, dreaming by the ruins where the lonely fire sleeps. Yes, I'm lost in the quiet where the lonely fire sleeps. In the shadow of the whispers hang in the air. She laughed under sunbeams with the wind in her hair. Her scarf of faded blue danced like a creek's gentle sigh on that old wooden porch where we watched the world go by. Her goodbye closed her eyes in the land of waning light. Every sunset since then is a reminder of that night. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Now every trail just echoes her goodbye. The cabin's empty, the door squeaks a mournful tune. Gravel roads lie untouched by the hooves beneath the moon. Where wildflowers nodded, only the lonely thistles thrive. Since the stars watched her close her eyes to our twilight. Her goodbye closed her eyes in the land of waning light. Every sunset since then is a reminder of that night. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Now every trail just echoes her goodbye. I've ridden past the rivers, through the valleys deep and wide, found the plains are just as empty as the feeling deep inside. No saddle, no companion, just the horizon's endless cries. The world keeps turning, but I'm frozen in time. Her goodbye closed her eyes, and mine have never dried. Every sunset's just a picture where our past and pain collide. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Forever on these trails I chase her goodbye.
By the oak tree we swore forever, under skies so wide and blue. Your scarf in the breeze like a promise, a dance of red against the hue. In a town where dreams whisper gently, on old porches our love knew. But the road called like a lonesome freight train, and my heart, it just withdrew. This hat hides my eyes, shadow deep with old regret. The sunset stained their colors on memories I can't forget. Empty cabins by the roadside where our whispers still collide. In the silence of these plains, it's your voice that's my guide. Now the gravel roads stretch out like tendrils, reaching places where shadows lay. And the dust kicks up with my sorrows, paving trails of ash and gray. Where the laughter echoed softly, now only echoes of your sway. By the creek bed under starlit heavens, I lost you along the way. This hat hides my eyes, shadow deep with old regret. The sunsets paint their sorrows on a love I can't reset. Empty cabins, doors still creaking, with our tales there intertwined. In the whispers of the wind, it's your touch I find. The saddle's worn, the leather cracked, just like the lines around my eyes. Each wrinkle a story, a path not taken of these endless aching skies. I wonder if the rain remembers the taste of tears I've cried for you. A downpour on this heartland, each drop of memory passing through. This hat hides my eye, shadow deep with old regret. The sunsets bleed their aching light on a past that haunts me yet. In every dusty mirror, your absence fiercely clings. But in the quiet of this wandering life, I still hear you sing. Oh, in the hollows of my heart, your love, a ghostly lingering sting.
Under the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and sighs softly, we carved our names, young and free in the wild. Her laughter danced, sweet as the evening mild. The oak stood witness to vows softly spoken beneath its boughs. A heart was once unbroken. Oak tree whispers in the dusky twilight. Memories flutter like leaves in the night. Her scarf, a faded red against the bark, in the quiet town where she left her mark. Oh, how the silence speaks in what remains. The oak tree whispers echo in my pains. Years rolled like tumbleweeds through the plains. Her path veered far from these gravel lanes. The porch we built, now old and worn, holds a ghost of the love that I mourn. Where once her laughter filled the summer air, now only echoes meet my solemn stare. Oak tree whispers in the fading light. Memories darken like the coming night. Her scarf still clinging to dreams gone stark, in the quiet town that hides in the dark. Oh, how the shadows move where we once lay. The oak tree whispers calling me to stay. Oh, the saddle rests on the dusty beam, beside the boots that chased our fleeting dream. The rains have come and washed away the traces, but not the yearning from these empty spaces. Oak tree whispers while the cold wind sweeps through the fields where the old love weeps. Her scarf, a relic of a past so stark, in the quiet town, now forever dark. Oh, how the heart holds tight what it can't replace. The oak tree whispers lost in time's embrace. On the edge of El Paso, where the oak trees guard the lost, I met her under starry skies where now only shadows toss. By the old wooden porch we danced soft shoes on creaking wood.
laughter mingled with the wind, swore it'd stay for good. But the starry night forgot us as the world spun its sad tales. Those stars we watched together now just empty, dusty trails. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's lonely shot. Beneath the heavens' vast expanse, the starry night forgot. Years threaded silver through my hair. The cabin stands alone. Gravel roads where the marks we made turn now to silent stone. The scarf she left behind hangs on a rusty nail, still faintly smells of rain, like tears from the skies when the heavens shared our pain. The starry night forgot us as the world spun its sad tales. Those stars we watched together now just empty, dusty trails. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's lonely shot. Beneath the heavens' vast expanse, the starry night forgot. Oh, how the prairie grass whispers secrets when we'd roam. Now every whisper's a reminder of how I wander alone. Maybe the land remembers, though the stars refuse to tell, of the nights we stitched our dreams before the darkness fell. So I'll sing to the starry night that forgot, to the dreams that we once knew, to the echoes of her footsteps fading into the morning dew. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's lonely shot, in the heart of forgotten trails where even stars dare not. And as the sunset bleeds its last over lands where she once stood, I saddle up my sorrows, ride through this lonesome wood, where the starry night forgot, and all but one heart moved on. Underneath these endless skies, I reckon life just draws its dawn.
In the shadow of the oak tree, the river bends and sighs. Your laughter hung on summer breeze, 'neath endless azure skies. We carved our names within the bark, a vow in whispered tones. Now just a ghost upon the wind, through empty cabins moans. And smile waits at the porch where we used to sit. The sun dips low, paints your shadow beside it. Every gravel road, every sunset glows, takes me back to you. And smile waits, it knows. Years have worn the saddle where you once sat close to me. Trails grown over dreams like dust, lost to eternity. The scarf you left still smells of rain, of storms we used to chase. Fading trails and twilight's grasp, a love I can't replace. Smile waits at the porch where we used to sit. The sun dips low, paints your shadow beside back to you. And smile waits, it knows. By the crackling fire's light, I see your dancing grace, a solitary figure now in our once cherished space. The whisper of the river is a lonesome serenade. I wonder if you hear it too, across the choices made. So smile waits at the porch where we used to sit. The sun dips low, erases shadows bit by bit on every lonesome road where the cold wind blows. I'll remember you where smile waits and her love grows. Yes, smile waits in my heart, it knows.
Out by the creek, under old oak shade, where our names are carved deep in the bark. Sunsets painted our dreams in amber and jade. In that wild land we sparked a light in the dark. His shadow haunts these empty cabins, whispers in the wind, through broken panes, echoes of laughter, ghost of a scarf. The heart remembers, the soul retains. Those gravel roads knew our footsteps well, to a quiet porch where time did swell. Seasons turned, as did your gaze. Now I'm wading through these lonesome days. His shadow haunts these fading trails, dancing in the dust, kicked up by my heels. Underneath the brim of my weathered hat lies the burdened eyes that can't look back. By the old corral I pause inside, a lone stallion against the vast cruel sky. Rain whispers secrets to the thirsty ground. In the symphony of sorrow I am bound. His shadow haunts, yet I roam these parts with echoes of hooves and a shattered heart, riding through memories under stars so grand. A cowboy, a shadow, forever damned. So here's to the wind, my only friend tonight. Carry these songs of a lost love's plight to the horizon, where past and present blend. His shadow and mine, till the very end. the shadow of the weeping willows where the creek sing lullabies, I first saw her barefoot 'neath the endless prairie skies. Her laughter danced like wildfire, her spirit free as the night. On that old porch we'd sit, watching stars burst into light. Oh, those barefoot steps held tight in my memory's grasp, through the whispering winds, in each breath I gasped. The oak tree still holds her name carved deep within its side, but it's just a ghostly echo of the love I cannot hide. Years rolled like thunder, quiet towns grew strangely cold. Her scarf still holds the scent of sunlight. I'm growing old. The cabin stands empty where our dreams once flew so wild. Now nothing but dust-covered saddles and the cries of something wild. Those barefoot steps held tight in my memory's grasp, through the whispering winds, in each breath I gasped. The oak tree still holds her name carved deep within its side, but it's just a shadow's whisper of the love that's been denied. On gravel roads I wander under skies too vast to hold, the weight of all these memories and the silence since they've told. The rain falls like forgiveness across this lonesome land. Yeah, with every drop I'm further from her hand. Barefoot steps held tight, oh, I've tried to let go, but the land keeps her footprints, and the river, it still flows underneath that oak tree where our names will forever reside. With every sunset that fades, so does the light from my life's ride. Out where the oak tree shadows weave, along the creek where I told you to leave. The gravel cracked on your boots so worn, there in the dusk of that early morn. Your scarf had danced a farewell in the breeze, left me alone with my memories. Lost trail remembers the echo of your laughter. Sunset bleeds like it knows what I'm after. Dust settles where your shadow fell. These winding paths, they sure feel like hell. Every stone, every thorn's an old friend on this lonely ride that never seems to end. The porch still creaks, but it's empty now. The door swings loose with a solemn vow. Rain taps on the windows, a sad old tune, under the watch of a cold silver moon. The saddle hangs untouched, it's true, just like the heart you broke into. Lost trail remembers the echo of your laughter. Sunset bleeds like it knows what I'm after. Dust settles where your shadow fell. These
stone, every thorn's an old friend on this lonely ride that never seems to end. What's left of love when the fire burns out? Just ash gray skies and a heart full of drought. But that old pine box where dreams lay to rest keeps you alive, pounding deep in my chest. Lost trail remembers, I would never forget the laughs, the tears, and those sunset regrets. I walk these roads beneath stars overhead, with you my ghost and the words never said. Every step, every sigh's a desperate plea on this lonely trail where you're still with me.
In the shadow of the old oak tree, an old house stood weathered and free. Windows like eyes heavy with tales, echoes of laughter, old love and wails. I tie my mare to the creaking rail, her breath a mist, her cold winter pale. Oh, that old house, it knew my heart, each wooden beam torn apart. In the silence of its empty hall, I hear the whisper of the fall. The wind through the cracks, a lonesome cold house rolled through, shadows and all. Years roll like dust down a gravel road, her scarf in my pockets, weight of untold. The porch where we danced, now quiet and cold. Memories fading like silver turned old. Where laughter rang, now only the winds moan. An empty saddle, I ride alone. Oh, that old house, it knew my heart, each wooden beam torn apart. In the silence of its empty hall, I hear the whisper of the fall. The wind through the cracks, a lonesome cold house rode through, shadows and all. Beneath the vast, endless skies, you understand now. Truth you knew, love's not just the sun, but the rain and the dew. And parting's a path, old but feels new. So that old house, keep my dreams wrapped in the silence, sewn at the seams with every sunset that paints the plains. Part of me there forever remains. Oh, that old house, the keeper of my soul's refrains. Rode through the heartache, the memories, the pains.
whisper of the wind through the old oak trees, where the trail runs cold and the creek bends low. I found an echo of you in the shadow and the leaves, underneath that sky where our dreams used to float. By the dusty road, your old porch still stands, where you laughed and danced, your scarf in your hand. Boots sleeps by the door like he's waiting for your sound, but the night only answers with your memory's ghost. The stars overhead like the tears that I found, falling for the love, now a whisper of smoke in this lonesome heart, where the wild roses grow. Boots sleeps, but the winds they forever know. Years are rolled like thunder across these plains, saddles worn and dusty just like my heart. The cabin stands empty, just the shadows remain of the laughter that once filled, now tears us apart. Gravel roads, fading trails, to town so quiet and still. Every sunset pulls my heart against its own will. Boots sleeps by the door where your footsteps fade, and the echoes of us are just whispers in the shade. The stars still weep with the pain of our tune, silent like the night where the heartache is vast as the dune. In this hollow soul where the cold winds blow, Boots sleeps, but the memories they never let go. Oh, the rivers run deep under moon's silver gleam, and I wander these lands caught in a dream. With each step I take, it's your name that the dust speaks. In the still of the night, where the old wood creaks, Boots sleeps by the door, not a stir, not a peep. In the quiet of the dawn, it's your love I still keep, underneath the vast sky where our wild hearts once roamed. Boots sleeps, and I wander forever alone, in the whispers of the wind where our story was sown. Boots dreams of you as I face each dusk on my own. In the shadow of the oak where the wild creek bends, stands an old house bound by the winds of lament. Leathered leaves whisper secrets of you in soft tones, where we dance 'neath the porch light, no sense of alone. Old house tied down like my heart to your ghost, every board and stone soaked with the love we spoke. The wind howls your name through the cracks so profound, in this lonely wild land where my sorrows are bound. Years drifted like tumbleweeds over dry plains, since the fire in your eyes turned to embers then waned. Now the saddle's unmounted and the scarf you love gone, just the echo of footsteps where our laughter once shone. Old house
the solitude of sunsets, I'm learning to live. Old house tied down, but my heart's finding its way through the whispers of oak trees and the cool evening sway. Yet still I roam these quiet towns, a shadow in the dawn. Old house tied down, but your memory lives on. Cinematic and raw, the song echoes like a timeless lament from an era fading into the shadows of history. As the cowboy continues to ride, haunted but ever hopeful under the expanse of western skies. In the shadow of an oak, where the wild river's been, I first saw her silhouette as the daylight didn't wane. By an old wooden porch, laughter danced in the air, and her scarf caught the breeze like a whispered prayer. Oh, the silence washed away by the sound of her name. Rivers run, but memories, they never do fade. Like the dust on my boots, her love clings to my soul. In the heart of the wild she made was broken, feel whole. Now the cabin sits empty, where once love's fire burned bright. Gravel roads long forgotten, under moon's mournful light. The trails we once walked are overgrown, lost to time, and the echo of her footsteps is a ghost in the pines. Oh, the silence washed away by the sound of her name. Rivers run, but memories, they never do fade. Like the dust on my boots, her love clings to my soul. In the heart of the wild she made what's broken feel whole. Underneath the vast prairie sky laid down my weary head, every star a story, a memory of words we once said. But the wind shifts and changes, all seasons must do. Still every whispered wind seems to bring me back to you. So the silence washed away, but her echo remains in the rustling leaves, the pouring rain. As the sun dips low and the shadows grow tall, her memory's a melody that softly recalls. Oh, the silence washed away, yet forever she stays in the heart of the wild, across timeless days. out where the sunset paints the clouds in morning red. I remember the echoes of the words we left unsaid, under a gnarled oak tree where our names are carved deep. The land holds the secrets that we swore to keep. Your scarf still hangs on the old porch swing, dances with the wind like a soft forgotten thing. The whiskey echoes in the bottle, the last thing you left behind. Each sip a shadow, sweet and unkind. The trail's grown over where we used to ride. Now I wander these empty cabins where silence resides. Love's a fleeting shadow in the corner of my eye, like the dust that rises and bids the day goodbye. Gravel roads whisper tales of where we used to go, through wild lands and quiet towns now covered in snow. Your laughter haunts the creeks in the cool twilight air. In the jingle of spurs I find you're still there. But the home we built in dreams, now shuttered and old, holds nothing but the cold. Whiskey echoes in the bottle, the ghost of your taste. Each sip a memory I can't let go, to waste the paths grown lonely where we once walked side by side. Now I follow fading trails where my regrets reside. Love's a whisper in the wind through the dry rustling leaves, as I pass beneath the shadows of our weary whisperings. Sometimes at night when the stars hang heavy with sorrow, I feel the weight of all our lost tomorrows. In the quiet between each breath I find pieces of you that you left behind. Whiskey echoes, a lonesome lingering sound, a heartbreak pinned in the bottles of down. Hearing the echo of your laughter and sighs, I roam these empty roads under endless skies. Love's a fading footprint on the dusty trail, a song sung into the wind, too wild to hold, too sweet to fail.